You are hope for the Scions and for all the realm. As long as your flame continues to burn, the light of the dawn may ever be relit.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. We are continuing on with patch 2.5 before the fall. If you remember from last time, we ended up meeting up with Sir Emmerich at the Gates of Justice. We know that the Dravanians are at war once again because Ishgard broke the first layer of protective magical wards like that are, protecting the city from the Horde. So they have no choice. They have to reach out to the Scions as well as the rest of the Alliance leaders for aid. We did try to speak with the others on their behalf, and they did promise a small congealment of support, but that was about it. So we now have to prepare ourselves for the might of the Horde. So here we are back at the Gates of Justice, about to go on to the next part of the quest line. We have Claire here, and she's ready to go. Let's go ahead and speak with this knight on the Steps of Faith. Sir Marceline wishes to prepare you for the siege of Ishgard. Ere you commit yourself to the siege, you should know what it is that you are tasked with defending. Beyond the Gates of Justice lies the Steps of Faith, a great bridge of stone that leads directly to the city of Ishgard. More than simply a means to cross the Sea of Clouds, the bridge serves as a foundation for the arcane wards that form the barrier we call Dalaphin's Collar. Alas, in dispelling the barrier's outermost layer, the thrice-damned witch Ishgard stripped the bridge of its protection, and thus are the dragons now able to land unhindered upon the Steps of Faith. Well, that sucks. Should the Dravanians succeed in destroying the remainder of the wards, the winged devils will be free to swarm within the city itself. Well, that suddenly makes a lot more sense now. Needless to say, we cannot suffer that to happen. It shall be our task as defenders to prevent any harm from coming to those parts of the bridge wherein the wards are sealed. All now rests on us, adventurer. Lead your comrades out in the Steps of Faith and prepare to meet the Horde. May the Fury guide your blades. Oh no. This can't be. I had wondered about that. Alright, so let's see here. Steps of Faith fall, rally your comrades. Yeah. Okay, so here we are. This will be the final trial that we have for A Realm Reborn. And I guess all we gotta do is wait. It should be less than 5 minutes, so I think we can go ahead and just wait it out through here. And normally this doesn't take very long. Okay. Oh! I know these guys! Aww. That's great! I honestly didn't think to see them here. If you don't know who they are, we actually find out about them through the Firmament quest line. Hey, it's him! He did show up after all! Got a couple crystal braves here. No, not just yet. Yeah, these are the reinforcements. Sorry to say. Yeah, these guys are just kind of repeating the same things as before, so... I'm determined to wait it out this time. Yeah, I'm not bothering them out this time. Come on, normally it takes just a couple seconds to get into this particular dungeon. And that's the bridge. Wait. That suddenly doesn't make sense. Hold on. That's the stone... Oh, okay. Because I was like, that's the stone vigil. How can we be seeing the stone vigil from here when the gate to Ishgard is right here? So I'm just having a quick look around. So what you're about to see is very, very different. The trial fight's very different than what it looks like here. So this is like the official bridge that we've seen many times before, like from a distance. And at first glance, it looks normal. It looks perfectly fine. But then the steps of faith in the trial are a lot bigger. And there we go. It finally popped. So let's just run through here. And there it is. There's the gates that we just left behind. And this hap. Oh man, I forgot how big they were. I mean, even the first brood aren't that big. There, you see, these are the steps of faith, and they are a lot bigger. What happened? Okay, so for this fight, we are going to try to take down Vishap, but as you can see, she's pretty big. So this isn't like normal fighting, so we're going to be trying our best to kind of cut them down from here. They're going to bring in spawns here, bring in a bunch of ads, so we have to take care of those. The thing is, even if you die, you can just automatically return to the other edge of the bridge, and then you can just run right on back. So there's really no point in wasting resurrections, because there's really no way that you can mess this up unless you don't end up beating Vishap in time. So yes, that's right. You have a certain time limit. So despite what it shows here, like we see the 5904, like for how long this trial fight will last, that's a lie. You have until Vishap reaches the other end of the bridge to be able to defeat them, otherwise you lose. Okay, so where is it? So normally a couple ads will run forward. You see the two cannons on the other end there. They can use the cannons to help take care of the ads, as well as deal like very tiny minor damage to Vishap. There's really no point right now in having to use it. There's probably not much point right now anyway. Yeah, so because we can take care of all the ads on our own. And eventually there are going to be times where you can actually climb up like towers and then launch like a dragon killer, which is like a bolt and chain like right into Vishap, which will do massive amounts of damage. Otherwise, you just have to be careful not to get stepped on. Yeah, so Vishap is going to continue marching forward every few steps. Then they'll pause, they'll roar, they do damage, and they march again. And they're heading towards the first barrier. Well, the first barrier was taking care of Ice Hearts. This is the second barrier. So they're trying to break through it, as you can see. Yep, okay, so the second layer is gone. So we still have 2 more layers that we have to try to defend. But we're making really good progress. Okay, we got more ads. The ads really have to go because they're just annoying. Yeah, and you can see the tower there on the right. There's the stairs. We can have one of our party members run up there and get ready when Vishap is in position. They can launch a dragon killer. which can do damage. I really don't think it's necessary, but they can do it if they want to, so we'll see if someone does it. I'm going after the Horde Blast. I can't tell if I think someone's up there. So Vishap's almost in range? I can't tell here. They should be in position. Yeah, it doesn't look like someone fired it. Oh yeah, and if you're standing too close to the feet, you'll get knocked back, so heads up there. So this is the third barrier they're trying to break through. Like I said, we're doing really good damage here, and we still have another dragon killer like right up ahead. This has really taken out the knights there. Starting to get a little worried. Oh, someone used the limit break. I forgot all about that. But we're good. Yeah, there we go. Broken bridges. Man. And I know that the Ishgardians usually pay a pretty penny for even just killing off the lesser dragon, so I can't wait to see what kind of reward we would have gotten from that. I mean, I know we don't really get it, but still. Or maybe we just split it between all 8 of us. And we still have 1 barrier left. That's good. The dragons, they are withdrawing. Victory is ours. I like how that one is like clapping sarcastically behind him. Oh boy, and look! Not everyone is dead! Aww. Ah, there's Estinian. One of Nidhogg's greatest champions, slain. The Horde will not soon recover from this blow. But what of you, Nidhogg? Why did you not join your minions and make of this battle a slaughter? Have you grown so fond of the stench in your lair? Mayhap you prefer to have your allies fight your battles for you. You have a girl to do your bidding now, do you not? No matter, I shall slay Iceheart and all the rest. I yearn to spill the blood of a great worm, Nidhogg, and only your death will sate my lance. Yeah, Estinian had a lot of anger issues in those days. Alright, so let's go ahead, bask in everyone's praise, and then we can head back. We are nearing the end, it looks like. Claire, the dragons are routed. Least you wonder, the fighting at the Steel Vigil was also fierce, but my crystal braves were not found wanting. Commander Levier, Claire, to your word, you arrived to aid us in our hour of need. On behalf of the Holy See and the people of Ishgard, I offer you my humble thanks. How can you not love him? I would stay and lavish you with well-deserved praise. I fear I must away to oversee the aftermath of the siege. Not all the dragons are fled, and there are yet wounded to be carried from the field. Pray let us meet anon that I might express my thanks with proper courtesy. He's such a gentleman. You don't meet too many people like that. I too would offer my thanks, Claire. For your deeds, we have achieved a victory of singular importance. The Dravanian horde thus weakened and scattered, the threat to Ishgard has been greatly diminished. Mayhap equally significant, the Holy See must now recognize the necessity of cooperation with foreign powers. Long have they barred their gates against the outside world, but I am confident that the day will soon come when Ishgard proclaims itself a member of the Eorzean Alliance once more. Much have we sacrificed in our struggles against dragons and primals, the Ascians and the Empire, but step by unfaltering step, we march ever nearer to our goal. As ever, the journey is made with you in the van. The victory you have won this day gives us greater hope for the morrow. 'Tis a hope that shall sustain in the days to come and bear us past many evils that yet seek to hinder our progress. Yes, we have done well, my friend, and I, for one, would take a moment to savor the enormity of our achievement. Really, where were you during the siege? The demands of duty, however, allow me little time for levity. I must accompany Crystal Ilbert back to Udal and reassign those braves whose squad suffered heavy losses. He doesn't sound too broken up about it, I see. You, my friend, have earned a rest at the Rising Stones. Pray return to Revenant Toll and share your tale with Minfilia in person. Alright, let's head back to the Rising Stones yet again. Well, I suppose it could be worse. We could be asked to return to the Waking Sands. Okay, so what happens after this? I think I know. Yeah, so Before the Fall isn't coming yet. Oh, right, okay, I remember now. So there are actually two quests that we have to accept after this. One is involving Tataru, the other is with Hoary Boulder and Coltonet, I think that's his name. And we have to complete both of those before we can actually close things out. I see that Taru and Flamine are there. I am faced by a merciless mountain of mischief chores. Thankfully, this is one battle I'm well equipped to fight. I wish I was. I'm terrible at that. Just those two are left? So Minfilia has committed the scions to Ishgard's cause, has she? Pretty much. Though she makes her pronouncements with unshakable confidence, I can only imagine how agonizing it was for her to arrive at this decision. So many lives at stake. I won't say a word. Nope, not a word. Let's go speak with Higiri instead. The threat of war sows panic and confusion, and routine tasks can offer a calming stability, being sure the larder is properly stocked, for instance. Oh, right. She went out with Tataru to get some supplies. Okay. So, finish up with this. And which one will we take? We'll find out. Hold on. Okay, we're back. Claire, welcome back. I just said that. Alphino sent word of the siege, and of course of the role you played in ending it. Your deeds never cease to amaze me, Claire. Thank you. Okay, so administrative decision. Clearly seems loath to put you to further trouble so soon after your last great excursion. So don't! You must be wary, Claire, and now may very well be your only chance to... Antecedent? She's so cute! A messenger from Udal arrived with a missive for you. Royal seal. Curious indeed. Ah, an invitation. On behalf of the Council of the Eorzean Alliance, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ulnamo invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to attend a feast at the Royal Palace of Udal in honor of Ishgard's recent victory. Well, that was fast. It would seem we are to be recognized for our parts in lifting the siege. You for your valiant efforts as commander of the adventurous contingent, and the Archons for their earnest attempts to rouse the city-states. Really? Just really? The bare minimum? Truly, I find it strange that the Alliance leaders would think themselves deserving a place at such a celebration. All three refused to deploy their standing armies, preferring to send hastily assembled companies of sellswords, many of whom perished ere the siege began. Are they truly so brazen as to seek to share in the glory of your triumph? That's hypocrisy there. Ah, but mayhap they simply seek to pretext to meet with the Ishgardians while the mood is yet jubilant. Such an occasion would present a fine opportunity to press for Ishgard's return to the Eorzean Alliance. We had scarce had time to mourn Moonbrita, and I for one am in no mood to carouse. I suppose we must put away our grief for the good of the realm. Oh boy, she's taking this hard. Though you were promised rest, I fear I must insist that you also attend. It would be a strange celebration indeed if the victorious hero were not present. Pray content yourself with the thought that such occasions may bring about momentous change, and this without recourse to bloodshed. Oh, honey, if you only knew. Tataru, would you do me the favor of contacting the rest of the Scions? Oh yes, we must have them join us as well. Of course, Antecedent. And please let me know if there is anything else I can do. Oh, I know Lalafels are evil by nature, but they're so cute you can't be mad at them. Curious, I have never known Tataru to sigh at such requests. Could aught be amiss? Yep. And here she goes again. Like, you think she would be kind enough to let us rest between now and the celebration. But no, she says, my friends aren't acting normal. Why don't you go check on them for me? Really? Look for Tataru at her desk. Oh, where did they all come from? Oh, no. Oh, so this is what happens when Thancred messes around with a bunch of women. So, all these girls... Well, Thancred, you can't say you weren't warned. Ladies, please, this is no way to... Oh, hello, Claire. I was just, entertaining some friends. Oh, gods. What an idiot. Oh, gods, make it stop. My sides are about to burst. Primal shackles, it's fateful with the bonds of eternal devotion, but I fear the power Thancred wields over his admirers is rather more fickle, especially when each realizes she is not the sole objective of his affections. No! Do we not have more pressing matters to attend to? No, but this is funny! In Doma, fidelity is a highly prized virtue. Perhaps it is different in culture, but this situation lies outside my comprehension. Yeah, so Thancred's a serial cheater, then. Have you witnessed the scene over yonder? Such is the fate of he who would toy with women's hearts. Let us see how Thancred's silver tongue drags its way out of this one. I don't think he can! Name, she's missing. Alright, let's go out and find her. But yeah. Tataru, I believe she just stepped outside. Now that I think of it, she did seem rather preoccupied. Okay. So, let's see here. But yeah, if you were surrounded by like 4 or 5 of your exes all at once, how would you get out of that mess? Because it's quite clear that Thancred clearly wasn't seeing just you. I know, ladies, you like to think that Thancred is yours and only yours. Hey, maybe some guys out there, I'm not judging. But, maybe a relationship with him isn't the most stable kind of thing. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if I had to date one of the Scions, who would I date? I mean, I like Alize, but she might be a bit young for me, but I do like Oriange as well. Oh, hello, Koharu. That's right, all the Doman children are usually scattered about here and there. But, yeah, whatever you choose, just beware when you're dating a Scion. Oh, Claire, it's you. I didn't mean to worry anyone. It's nothing, really. Well, it's not nothing exactly, but it feels like nothing compared to the towering trials you and the others face every day. And that's why I should probably talk to Minfilia before things get any worse. Oh, you always know what to say, Claire. I'm glad we had this little chat. Yeah, we didn't say a damn thing. She did all the talking for us. Okay, so this is where we head back in, and that's when we accept the other 2 quest lines. So one is going to be with Tataru, the other is going to be for the other 2 Scions, Hori Boulder and Caltanet. And I'm not sure. Probably Tataru first. I love Tataru, she's just fun to be around. My mind is made up. Yes, Tataru, you have my undivided attention. I've been hesitant to broach the subject, what with all the recent excitements, but Claire made me realize there's no time like the present, and time is what I'm here to ask you for. I'm not sure I understand. If you wish to be excused from your duties for a time, then you certainly earned the rest. Oh, she's earned the rest, but we haven't. But I suspect that lying abed is far from your intent. You know me all too well, antecedents. There is, in fact, something I've been wanting to try my hand at. Along with the adventurers and the Crystal Braves, the Scions are constantly being thrown into dangerous battles and deadly predicaments. Even Hori Boulder and Coltonet have been promoted from guard duty to fill our need for competent warriors. And so, it seems only right that I, too, shall acquire the power to defend myself and others. More importantly, when I return, I shall be both your receptionist and your bodyguard. I mean, she is an incredibly talented Lalafell, but fighting definitely is not her strong point. Whoa, hey! That's the first time I've almost been knocked to the ground by a Lalafell. I've never seen Miss Tataru so determined. Has aught befall with which I might help, antecedent? Not at present, thank you. Was there something you would ask of me? Oh yes, pray excuse my distraction. An adventurer who was to join us for escort duty was injured while out on patrol. And I fear we cannot properly defend the scholars entrusted to our protection without the aid of at least one more guard. Therefore, I humbly request that another adventurer, of the capable kind, of course, be assigned to our party. Very well, I shall consider the potential candidates and provide you with a replacement as soon as I am able. My thanks, antecedents. I take my leave of you. So I know that these two quests don't seem very interesting at first, but there is a rhyme and reason for them. So I think we'll go ahead and do Tataru first. And an unexpected ambition and where we are needed. So we'll do this one. And Philia is at a loss for words. So this is the one for Tataru. The power to defend oneself. Tataru has ever been full of surprises. Now that I think on it, I do recall Urianger mentioning that she had developed an interest in Arcana. Mayhap she hopes to gain admittance to the Arcanist Guild in Limsa. Yes, that will be the way of it. Would you be so kind as to journey to the guild and see that all is well? It is doubtless unwarranted, but surely I am not alone in my concern for her safety. And she's eyeing us with a mixture of regret and desperation. We'll come back for that one. I'm sure we'll come back eventually. Okay, so let's just head out to Limsa. So I'm really surprised that she just put it all together, or like just like that. It's like, really? How can you just know automatically where she's going? I mean, how do you know that she didn't go like to the Marauders Guild, learned how to wield an axe like us, or maybe she went to the Conjurers Guild to learn the art of healing? Personally, I think the Tataru may be more capable of healing than she is with fighting. That's just me. So I think maybe the Conjurers Guild would be a good place for her. Yes, I got my two kitties with me again. I should put in a picture when I get the chance. They're just so cute together. Alright, so let's head down this way. Okay, I kind of had to put a pause there real quick. I just saw, as we were heading down to the Arcanist Guild, I just saw that my recorder went out, so I had to kind of restart everything, so we're back. So let's just go on and just pick up as if nothing happened. So please just ignore that little cut there. Yeah, I definitely need to get a brand new controller. This is ridiculous. is she? Where is she? Oh, probably downstairs. There she is, and isn't she cute? I mean, I think they really suit her strangely. Claire, what are you doing here? What do you think? I didn't mean for her to worry. That's the last thing I wanted. But an end to such worries is precisely the reason I'm here, don't you see? I, Taru, shall become a great and powerful arcanist. And now, at Mistress Thubegrium's behest, I must go and complete a special training exercise. Until we meet again. I know what happened, so that's why I can laugh, but oh. I am so sorry for that. I do not know why it keeps cutting in and out like that, so I had to go back in and fix that again. So it seems fixed this time. I know I've said that before, but I will definitely be keeping an eye on it. Kind of had to skip a little bit ahead, so it was nothing big. We basically have to go down, and we were instructed to just go down to the shore and help her out if there's any kind of trouble, or rather just keep an eye on her. So here we are. Lenosia, what's the middle of Lenosia? Either way, let's just keep our eye out here. We don't want her to see us, and we just want to see how well she does. Over Zer's seas to pirate ports, where she met her shining jewel. For to bring the smuggler's plans to naught, came the lass whom none could fool. I think she's a good singer. I mean, I can't hear her voice, but beat him with a backdraft, gut him with a gust, deck him with a downburst, go carbuncle go. Well, that last one didn't rhyme, but oh, are those grates I spy? Ah, and this must be the true test, but we're ready for them, aren't we, Carbuncle? I think it's just like, nope. Carbuncle? It's just getting the hell out of there. And then it disappears. Oh no. Ah, come back, Carbuncle, come back! Well, she tried. That's what's important here. Oh, poor thing. Poor thing. I mean, it must take someone very, very special to cause a carbuncle to just run away from them. So I don't know what happened there. I guess it just did not have faith in her fighting abilities. I should have known you'd come, Claire. You needn't say a word. Your face says it all. I know you bore witness to my shame. Betrayed by my own carbuncle and left at the mercy of wild beasts. I must accept the truth. I'll never be a warrior like you or the others. I will inform Mistress Bugren of my intention to withdraw from the guild. Arcana, like so much else, is beyond me. Oh, she's crying. Oh, Tataru. I mean, you are the sweet one. And you may not be able to excel on the field of battle, but where would we be without you? Especially like once you find out your real calling as a craftswoman. Spoilers there, but she really does discover her talents for crafting after this. Okay, so let's just head on back and speak to them again. And then we'll go ahead and complete the other quest. Ignore that car if you heard that. And yeah, I think that would be pretty much everything. That will just lead on us to like the final couple quest lines. So we're almost done. We're finally almost done. Oh, I cannot wait. Okay, then we'll have a few more weeks. Oh my god, what day is this? It's the 16th. Okay, so we're almost exactly 1 month away until early release date. Oh my god! Endwalker is almost here! So this upcoming, what is it, Tuesday? Yeah, so this upcoming Tuesday, it will officially be 1 month away. Just 1 month! 1 month and we'll finally be at Endwalker. Okay, let's go ahead and just speak with her real quick. Ah, back so soon? How fared our fledgling Arcanist? Or Arcanist, whatever. Abysmally, Mistress Tharbugrim. Abysmally, as Claire would testify. I was wrong to become an Arcanist. Wrong as usual. I'm completely and utterly unqualified, and I sincerely apologize for wasting your time. Well, hon, it's just your first lesson. Tataru, if that were true, I would not have permitted you to join in the first place. We must all come to accept our limitations, lest our ambitions lead us astray. However, we must not lose sight of our strengths in the process. For example, your exceptional skills with numbers helped you to gain a solid grasp of the fundamentals of Arcana. Were it not so, you would have struggled even to summon Carbuncle to your side. In my opinion, the Scions are truly fortunate to have such a reliable and good-natured reception in their service. Would you not agree? Yeah, she's a pretty good teacher, and she's just the assistant teacher, actually. You're too kind, Mistress Tharbugrim. Though I could not overcome this challenge, I shall take your words to heart and try not to be discouraged. I mean, still, it's just your first lesson. Okay. Oh, she's sad. Ancient ways, timeless ones. Tataru is considering her next course of action and how you might aid her in it. As fetching as these garments are, I feel I shall never don them again. But I can't go back to the Rising Stones without something to show for my time away. Wait, I know what I can do. That is, if you don't mind accompanying me for a little longer. Well, I can't say no to you. Wonderful! Then to Costa del Sol we will go. It's a bit of a gamble, but I'm confident it will pay off. Okay. Fun at the beach. Love that idea. Okay, so we're heading straight off to the beach. Hopefully the weather will be nice. There she is, and she's in her bathing suits. You know what, maybe we should switch to our bathing suits too. Here we go, swimwear. Hey, we just need to fit in. Yes, this is it. This is where the man at the Drowning Wench told me to look. There's a certain variety of clam which can be harvested this time of year in Bloodshore, one which produces the most marvelous pearls. However, these clams were also coveted by certain wild creatures, and since I fared rather poorly in battle last time, let's be off. Mm-hmm. Ooh. You know, one of these days she's going to break every bone in her body when she jumps off something.
What fortune! I already found one. Would you be so kind as to keep watch while I work? This should only take a moment.
Alright, so here we go. And something's coming. Something evil this way comes, so we just gotta face off. What is it? Morgwar. It looks like a baby Leviathan. Oh, and it's tough. Whoa! It multiplied. I'm guessing someone's also doing this quest. Three people!
Yeah, this might take a while.
Come on! Okay. We're done with that. And why not? Just for aesthetic purposes. Cutscene. That's right, we have the cutscene.
Well fought, Claire. Well fought. I knew I was right to ask you to come. As for me, I have my prize, a bounty of blood pearls. So named for their reddish hue, they were treasured as wards against dark magics in ancient times. I thought I might make charms for everyone, so that no matter where they go, they will always come home. Oh, it's sort of the power to defend myself and other people, in a way. Right, well, I mustn't keep Flamine waiting. There's work to be done, and lots of it. We're to secure provisions for the Scions and the Lominsan markets. She may have an eye for quality, but I have a nose for bargains. Will you be heading back to the Rising Stones? If so, pray convey my apologies to the Antecedent and tell her that she needn't worry about me. Farewell, Claire, and thank you for everything. Huh, that sounded rather final, didn't it? How about until we meet again?
Why can't we just relax at the beach? I know she's going to be playing a big role in Endwalker. I just don't know what yet. What's with that smirk? Oh, I remember that cutscene, and it confused me the first time, too. What was that? Well, back to work, unfortunately. Let's head back to the Rising Stones. We'll talk to Minfilia. And then we'll accept the second quest. I know, we gotta do both of those quests, unfortunately. But this is going to be us traveling to... with Hoary Boulder and Cartoonette, with their little escort mission. And we get a big surprise from this one, too, so spoilers there. But after that, it's just going to be the last couple quests, and we wrap everything up. So after this one, there'll be 2 more, I'm guessing. So, yeah, probably 2. Cannot wait. I can't believe I did not think to do this before. Okay, so it's now as a favorite. Let's head inside. Oh, God, I had a heart attack for a moment. Like, what was that? What was a Morble doing here? Oh, boy. So let's see what the others are up to now. Is it empty? Looks like it. It's empty. When it's empty, that's never a good sign. Welcome home, Claire. I gather you found Tataru and Limsa Lominsa. Well, yeah, we wouldn't be here otherwise. I mean, would it have really killed you to have gone there yourself? I mean... My, it sounds as though she had quite an adventure. And while it did not end as she had hoped, I suspect it will prove to be a valuable experience. I dare say she could have managed without our intervention. Even so, I appreciate you indulging my request. Don't say anything. Do not say anything. Just accept this other quest. She's eyeing us with a mixture of regret and desperation. Too bad. I wonder, do you perchance recall the commitment I made to furnish Hoary Boulder and with a capable adventurer? Well, I'm sorry to say that I have yet been unable to do so. Now, I realize that you are rather more than a capable adventurer, and that escort duty is frankly beneath a woman of your talents, but I have no one else to turn to at present. Might you be willing to forgo rest and assist us in this matter? Really? Could you not ask, like, Yestola to do it? Shatters to a fault. I thank you, Claire. Oh, good. Now, it seems only fair that I explain the import of the task in question. For some time, our order has employed a handful of scholars to travel around Eorzea, taking etheric readings, that we might better understand the impact of primal surroundings. Summoning, sorry. Naturally behooves us to ensure our employees' safety, and so we ask the adventurers in our service to serve as escorts. Why not have Ida do it? She's never seen doing anything useful. I'm sorry, I'm just sore about this. Hoary Boulder and Cortinet were to act as two such escorts, as was a third adventurer. But he's not here now, is he? Alas, due to injury, said adventurer is not presently fit for duty, hence my need to impose upon your goodwill. You truly are a pillar of strength, Claire. Hoary Boulder will share with you the details of your task. He should be waiting for you outside. Be safe. Let's just get this over with. Oh, now you magically appear. I had no idea that you would be assisting us personally, Claire. My sincerest apologies for dragging you into our affairs. I do like him. I cannot lie, I do like him. Ah, Claire, is it true that you agreed to lend us a hand? Huzzah! What did I not tell you, Cortinet? Our misfortune has become a blessing, an opportunity to serve alongside the warrior of light herself. Need I remind you that we have 3 scholars to escort, each of whom will take a different route? True, but our mission is the same. Separated by moms we may be, but in spirit we shall be together. He's great. If such thoughts bring you joy, you are welcome to think them. To more practical concerns, Claire, we would have you attend to a scholar charged with surveying the South Shroud. He's waiting at Camp Tranquil as we speak. All you need to do is follow the man. He will determine the most appropriate locations to take his readings. In spirit, Claire, in spirit. We shall be together every step of the way. Okay. He's kind of winning me over. We really don't see much of him in the story. I mean, they don't even have their own voice actors or anything, but they're so much fun to be around. He's just so upbeat about everything. And he's not shy about how, like, in awe he is of the Warrior of Light. And Cortinet is just kind of like the voice of reason. He's like the calm, patient one who kind of reels him in when he gets a little carried away. That's just great.
At last, the scholar's woman deigns to grace me with her presence. A pity that we have no time for pleasantries. Our first destination is Omasaha. Come, we are late enough as it is. Well, I can tell he's one of those posh types, those spoiled little brats who basically had everything handed to them. Probably never had a bad day in his life, or if he did, it was solved by throwing tantrums. I guess that now we know why the other adventurer... What? I realized something else. Hold on. Let's see what he has to say. Yes, this location should suffice. Once I finish calibrating my instruments, I will require but a moment to take the necessary measurements. I trust I need not explain that my work can suffer no interruptions. Then please stand at an appropriate distance and keep watch for wild beasts. Yeah, it just serves to hit me that the other adventurer was never injured, or if he was injured, this is the perfect excuse. He didn't want to have to deal with this guy. What a genius bastard he was. I know I'm very cynical all the time here. I can't help it. That's just part of my nature. But I promise, we're definitely going to be stopping that once we reach Heaven's Ward. Heaven's Ward changes a lot. So I think it's an amazing storyline. And finally, we're not treated as some kind of errand girl or weapon of light all the time. It's such a wonderful thing. So I'm really looking forward to Heaven's Ward. I see we have both completed our respective tasks, a satisfactory outcome. Though if I could make one suggestion, you might try to dispatch your foes more quietly in future. I do not like to pick fault, but I really must be allowed to concentrate. Now then, Snake Molt awaits. Shall we? Well, I'm sorry. I was just busy fighting for my life and yours against some killer plants. Sorry to me, so noisy. Generally, the slaughtering of wild animals or wild plant life, I suppose, generally isn't very quiet. So Snake Molt is actually part of the ruins here. There it is. Right about here. Yes, as before, I would ask that you keep an eye out for dangerous beasts as I work. Alright, fine. So bad. Fascinating. These readings are not at all what I expected. Though perhaps that should come as no surprise. I'm not given to superstition, but there is a queer, almost blasphemous air hereabouts. Let's quit this place and return to Roots Lake. We have one more site to survey. Roots Lake, where's that? Down in the swamp. It's right outside, I think that's Amdapur. Okay, so I think this part was Amdapur Keep, and where we're heading to is like the city of Amdapur, I'm pretty sure, anyway. As before, my guardian, pray lead me to my task and ensure our safety. Well, at least he's not so bad now, I guess. Now that he's got what he wanted, like, he's a little more polite. I think these things are supposed to be like souls, which is weird because souls are very different in the game, as it turns out. Oh, come on, we got more. Alright. This data should prove invaluable to... Ye gods, what is that stench? Did you slaughter a creep of amatoises while my back was turned? Okay, so he's back to being rude. Quickly now, to camp tranquil. I will not have my clothing reeking of blood and offal. I should have pushed him in the swamp. I really should have. Or better yet, I should have let him get eaten by a Morble. You chose to paddle in the Anchor a while longer, I take it. No matter, I took advantage of my unexpected privacy and performed a cursory analysis of my data. It would appear that there has been a measurable decrease in Eorzea's unbeaten ether concentration since the calamity. However, this data is far from conclusive. We must take additional measurements to confirm my assessment. Okay, let's see. The last among us. Who better to serve as sign of the Seventh Dawn than a humble scholar and his faithful assistant? I think we'll finish. I think this will be the last quest. And let's see. For our next survey, I would have you escort me to Earth's Fount. The unbeaten ether concentrations there are so high that crystalline structures form spontaneously. Subsequently, anomalous fluctuations should be much easier to detect. Brilliant, yes? No, don't bother answering. That was rhetorical. Now come along. You do know that that's the area where Odin is often seen in, right? Then hey, if you want to risk coming face to horse with the Dark Rider, the Dark Divinity rather, that's entirely up to you. Trying to see if I can get over this mountain. Can't go any higher. Yeah, so this is the keep. I have no idea where I am. Okay. Man, these trees are so high. Okay, unsettled scholar. You should be more than familiar with the procedure by now. Pray find a suitable position from which to keep watch while I take measurements. Here it comes. Yes, quite hot, yet still markedly lower than the historical measurements taken near the end of the Sixth Astral Era. Could the presence of a primal account for the difference, or is there something else? Something else? Something else. Scion! Scion, come here! I need you! Oh, now he calls us Scion.
It's real red. Poor Will Red. Fear not, my friends, help has arrived! There you are, Claire. Hori and I were worried when you and your charge failed to return at the appointed hour. Gutted like a hog. Not by one, no. These wounds were made with a blade. It doesn't look like he put up much of a fight either. Area mark on his sword or his shield. I've heard nothing of any Crystal Brave operations in this area. What cause had Wilred to come here?
What should we do?
We will see to the scholar's protection, Claire. And the boy's remains. You should return to the Rising Stones. The antecedent will want to know what happened here. And so do I. So yeah, another body. Gods, what a waste. Pray leave matters here to us, Claire. You must return to the Rising Stones and inform the antecedent at once. Oh. I've never been this close to a oh gods. Yep, he's definitely naive in the world. He spoke a few times in the Rising Stones. He wasn't as experienced as some of the other Braves, but gods, he had passion. Poor guy. I can't leave without doing this. Alright, time to head back. So once we turn this question, I think we had our fill for the day. Okay, here we go. Come on, don't make us wait any longer. Okay, Menphilia. Something happened. Nothing good. Here, you are returned, and you seem troubled. Did the role of escort chafe so? Wilred dead? Mayhap murdered? By the 12, how can that be? I will send word to Alphino at once. He will want to conduct a full investigation and send word to Wilred's family. God, he was just a boy. Who would do this and why? But I am sorry, Claire. Doubtless this weighs heavy on your heart, and we have already imposed upon you so much. Pray take some time for yourself. I dare say you have more than earned a respite. After all, we will be most busy with preparations as the banquet draws near. Should other adventurers summon you elsewhere, perhaps now is the time to heed their call. Yeah, so with this, you didn't have to do this before, but they now made it so that you have to do the Crystal Tower quest line. I've already completed it. What can you do? But basically, we have to complete that first before we're allowed to continue on. So we'll just go ahead and call it there for right now. That's not a problem. So the next video will be probably going up tomorrow. And it's just going to be wrapping up everything involving just the current storyline. So it's going to be really big, probably really long, but I promise you won't regret it. It is an amazing ending to this story. And then we'll be heading straight off to Heaven's Ward after that. So until next time, everyone, we're almost at the end, and Endwalker is just right around the corner. So yeah, I hope you all take care and have an amazing rest of your day. So bye.